Are we finally in a buyer's market for Gulf access canal homes here in Cape Coral, Florida? Is the tide finally beginning to change? Welcome in. My name is Barry Cessna, your Cape Coral real estate agent specializing in Gulf access canal homes. If you like this content, go and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You're going to want to subscribe as I put out a lot of useful information on the topic of real estate here in the Cape Coral area. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to dive in to the Gulf access canal homes market update for August 2023 here in Cape Coral. We're going to take a look at the last 30 days, July 1st through July 31st. And then we're going to look back 3 months to the month of April 2023, and then back an entire year to July 2022. When we look at the numbers, we can compare, and then we can understand where we've come from and the direction that we're heading and where we are currently at. So let's go ahead and dive right in. First thing we're going to look at is market indicators. In order to know how the market's performing, we have to know what to look for. So the first thing we're going to look at is inventory. How many homes are currently available for sale on the market right now, and how does that compare to the last several months? Median price point. Now the median price point is the price point that the homes are selling at. 50% of the homes that sold are higher than that number, and 50% of the homes that sold over the course of the time are lower than that number. And that gives us the median price point. Next, we look at days on the market. How many days has the house been on the market before it went under contract? So days on the market. Closed sales. How many homes sold over the course of the month? That's also going to give us an indication of the demand. So let's go ahead and dive right in. First, we're going to look at active inventory. So active inventory for July 2023 for Cape Coral Gulf access single family homes was 465 homes available. Now we compare that to April 23, where we had 467 homes available, and July 2022, where we had 480 homes available. So as far as inventory goes, we're not fluctuating a whole lot. It's staying pretty minimal. If you look at the chart down here, you can see that it went up last year because we had a whole lot of homes going on the market. Then the hurricane hit, and then we did take a dive because of many homes being taken off the market due to hurricane damage. Once we got those repaired, we came into season where those homes went back on the market. We had a lot of buyers come down here in February, March, and April and bought up a lot of those houses. Now we're entering into the slower summer months where it's just a little bit quieter. So we're starting to build the inventory just slightly. Next, we look at median price point. What is the median price point for July 2023? Was $740,000. That's a little bit of a drop from April 2023. We were at $799,500, and July 2022, where we were at $750,000. So looking at the chart, you can see the price last year when interest rates started to go up was right at that $750,000 range. And then the hurricane hit, and homes that were available, which there weren't many available, but they did sell at a premium. And then we dropped back down. We hit our lowest points there in December and January. And then we started building, and now we're coming back down because this is our slower time of the year. Now, the crazy thing is, the strange thing to keep in mind is our price per square foot actually went up a little bit this month over last month. Median price is not a real strong indicator of the market, just simply because there's many houses in this Gulf access canal range. They start anywhere from about $600,000, $650,000, and they go up to several $1 million. So we look at other indicators such as inventory, days on the market, and so on to get a better handle on how the market's doing. Moving right along, we're going to look at days on the market. Days on the market currently for July 2023 was 52 days on the market. Now that's up from 40 just 90 days ago, 2023, and from 14 in July 2022. Now, as you know, back in July 2022, we were just coming off the huge surge. Interest rates were starting to tick up, and that number was starting to tick up as well. Then the hurricane hit, we dropped a little bit. December and January were pretty slow, but January towards the end, we did start to see a lot of sales happening, people buying up their homes for their snowbird season. as always in Cape Coral, something to keep in mind, the summer months are fairly slow. July, August, September. So for you as a buyer, this is a great opportunity to find a home because a lot of homes have been sitting on the market a little longer. The sellers are getting a little uncomfortable and they're willing to negotiate a little more. One of the things to keep in mind here as well is the neutral market is right around 40 days for a Gulf access home. 52 days, we're starting to show signs of a buyer's market. Next up, closed sales. So for July 2023, we had 57 closed sales for Gulf access single-family homes here in Cape Coral. April 2023, we had 96 sales. Now we were booming. We hit season, which we always do every year in a traditional market. And we see a lot of sales in February, March, April, and May. And then we start to see that decline throughout the summer as many of the second home buyers are in the north, enjoying the warm, beautiful summers of the north. Once that cold air kicks in, the snow starts to fall, we're going to see that number jump quite a bit because people want to be here in Florida. People love Florida. And at 57 sales for the month of July, that's not a huge number. Now, I expect to see that number stay right around that for the next 2 months until we get into the end of September, October. We're going to see that number start to jump again. And the chart overall, you can see even last year in July 2022 with only 61 sales was pretty low as well. And other key numbers to focus on are sold price per square foot. We're $407 a square foot for Gulf access canal homes here in Cape Coral. That number is a little bit higher than it has been the last couple of months. Next up is list price received. Now this is a percentage of the price that sellers have been willing to accept, the difference between the list price and the sold price. This number is down about 1%. It's been 96% the last couple of months. We're sitting at 95% now, meaning more opportunities for the buyers to negotiate with the sellers. New listings. 109 new listings hit the market here in Cape Coral in the month of July. Now, the thing about this number is that's actually a low number. That's the lowest number of new listings for Gulf access canal homes here in Cape Coral since last November. Now, that stands to reason because this time of year, the market's a little slower, so people aren't putting their homes on the market as much. And the other thing that we're looking at too is with higher interest rates, people don't have anywhere to go, so they're not willing to list their homes right now, keeping it a little more stagnant in that respect. Months of inventory. Now, this is where the number tells us that we're sitting in a buyer's market. The markets go like this. If it's under 6 months or under, it's a seller's market. Between 6 and 8, it's a neutral market. And then anything over 8 is considered a buyer's market. So we're just barely inching into a buyer's market, meaning more opportunity for buyers. Now, how long is it going to stay like this? Looking at the numbers and knowing the time of year here in Southwest Florida, I expect it to be like that for the next couple of months. But once the snow starts to fly in the north, the temperatures start to drop, we're going to start to see an influx of buyers move into the area, and then that number is going to drop. So if you're a buyer, you're wanting to buy that home for this winter, to be sitting on your canal by your swimming pool sipping margaritas, now is the time to look at the market. Sellers are willing to negotiate, and homes are sitting on the market a little bit longer, giving you more leverage. Let's go ahead and look at the next screen here. Is now the time to buy? We look at multiple different numbers, and these numbers next are going to be kind of the basic numbers of the economy. So inflation, it peaked at 9.1% back in June 2022. We're currently at 3%. Now, we're definitely have lowered that substantially, and I believe it's still going to drop a little bit more. Once it gets to where a consistent, probably 2%, I think we'll start to see interest rates start to come back down or at least stabilize a little bit. Now, the thing that's been keeping our market slow as well the last 6 weeks is interest rates are going up. They've been increasing slightly for the last 6 weeks. So we're at 7.31% right now for a 30-year fixed mortgage. Our target is 6.5%. Why do I say 6.5%? That's the number that I want you to pay attention to. Once interest rates drop to 6.5%, we're going to see a surge of buyers into the market. There's a lot of people sitting on the sidelines right now, just waiting for that interest rate to come down. And I firmly believe that once that hits 6.5%, we're going to see a surge of buyers. Once we see a surge of buyers, home prices are going to start to jump rather quickly. The other thing that's going to make prices jump is if we consistently stay at about 7.5%, 7.3%, 7%. More and more buyers will start trickling back into the market, which will keep prices going up, just not a huge surge like if we do drop to 6.5%. Next up, unemployment is at 3.6%. Last month it was at 3.7%. We've been hovering around 3.4, 3.5. This is the lowest that it's been in the last 54 years. Next, we look at supply. Current inventory of single-family homes in Cape Coral is 1,773 homes available for sale right now. June 2018, 5 years ago, we had 2,620 homes available. We are extremely limited on supply. And there's many different reasons for that. One is people moving to the area. Also, higher interest rates keeping people staying in their homes and not selling their homes. And during the last couple of years, we had many people move into the area. And people traditionally will move or sell their home every 6 to 8 years. And we've got a lot of people that have only been here for just a couple of years in their new homes. And so that's keeping our inventory low as well. Next up, we look at demand. Population is estimated to be about 221,000 here in Cape Coral city limits currently. Over the next 7 years, we expect that to climb to 250,000 people. We are currently one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. As more and more baby boomers retire, they're heading south. They're heading here to Florida. They love the warm weather, the ability to not have to scrape their windshield or wait for their car to warm up. And our white sandy beaches are absolutely spectacular with amazing sunsets, beautiful golf courses, and great outdoor activities. We attract a lot of boaters due to our Cape Coral Canal lifestyle. And the demand is huge here in Cape Coral. At our prices, we are still value priced, meaning you can still get a very good price for the type of property that you can get here on a Gulf Access Canal compared to other areas in our state, such as in Miami, Tampa, or Fort Lauderdale. So now is the time to take advantage because I don't expect that to last forever. And that concludes our market update for August 2023 for Cape Coral Gulf Access Canal homes. Thank you for taking the time to join me. If you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to me. You can leave a comment, like this video. That helps me out a lot as well. Go ahead and take a photo of the QR code right here. That's going to give you all my contact information and link you to my social media accounts. Hope you have a great day. Thank you for taking the time, and we look forward to seeing you here in Cape Coral, Florida, making realty dreams a reality.